And to talk a little bit more on the history as well. So I mentioned ProFi before and ProFi Safe. There is and was ProFi Bus. So it is similar to the RS-485 type of network where it's an older serial communication and basically serial or ProFi Bus developed and turned into ProFi Net. So it's like, again, like it's Ethernet version of the ProFi Bus communication protocol. And there was a bunch of other communication protocols that are still around and some people do use them. However, like a lot of people just hated them. They didn't like the protocols. Like we had like DeviceNet, ControlNet. Those are a couple of the older ones that I feel like have went away quite a bit. IO-Link has came into the market and is one of the leaders in communication protocols that I would say are outside of these ProFiNet and outside of the Ethernet IP because it remains on like its own protocol, right? And the one thing that's really cool about the IO-Link communication protocol is you have 24 volts, 0 volts in a single wire. And it's a regular wire, it's not a special wire. It can be hand wired, hard wired if you want to. So that's one thing that's really cool about the IO-Link network. And also they just built a really good infrastructure on it and a way of setting up new devices and adding devices to it and being able to daisy chain devices. It's a really good remote IO type of platform. So like if we don't use like Allen Bradley's remote IO ANT modules for our remote IO, then we use IO-Link's input and output hubs and pneumatic bank, like sub-D modules. So overall, it's just a really good product that you can plug in smart devices into and you can get a lot of feedback for like, cycle times of a sensor, the temperature of a sensor, the lifetime of the sensor. You can just collect so much data around things like sensors. And even sensors have like even a regular IO sensor has weird things built in. I'll say weird, but valuable things built in like vibration detection. So that way, if that sensor's mounted next to a motor, it can detect the vibration of the motor at time of install and then monitor that over time and then say, oh, this motor or this conveyor is starting to vibrate 10 times more than whenever it was installed. We might want to have something serviced. Maybe it needs to be greased, maybe some gear or sprocket needs to be replaced, especially if it has some acute change. Like today it was running like this and the next day it 10x'd its vibration. You're able to detect that through those sensors and whatnot.